And on the right
Yay,
channel
again!
this
On the
time.
right channel!
Yeah, that never happened. Whatever happened earlier didn't happen. We went live on PowerPoint and Cheers, but that never happened. That never happened.
Oh yeah, we did, but it never happened.
It never happened. It's just one of those things that Anyway, hi guys.
There we go.
Welcome to Tea Time with Mo. I am your host Mo, and this on this side of me is. That's when you would introduce yourself.
I am SirDeadly, and if I said before, if you don't know me, get to know me.
Yay!
Feel free to follow me on Twitter, Twitch, whatever you want to do. Friend request me on Facebook.
Hell yeah!
Send a friend request on my gaming platforms. I don't know.
Well, SirDeadly, you've been a huge part of this community, and you were saying before, like on the stream that never happened.
Let me put my phone on mute real quick.
Okay.
This went off.
Yay! Hey, Doc Fox, how's it going, dude?
Hi, Fox.
Doc Fox. Yes. I should show you guys what I'm drinking. I'm drinking normal regular tea. This is tea.
Hot tea, though, right?
It's hot tea. Hot tea is regular tea. Just saying.
Wait, let me look at it. I just saw you sip it in the stream, but I'm trying to. It looks like hot chocolate, like a little bit.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it kind of looks like hot chocolate or coffee.
It's
but
yeah, it could be like that.
But I think that's what hot tea looks like anyway, right? Or did you add like sugar or do you put milk in your tea?
Yes, you put milk.
Oh.
You put milk, sugar, water. Bullet
Hey,
Witch!
Bullet Witch!
You just saw me. You just saw us on PP. That never happened. That stream.
Yeah,
never happened.
that was a figment of your imagination.
Yeah, that didn't happen. It didn't happen.
That was blame Chicky.
Blame Chicky. That never happened to us. Adjust. So what are you drinking, SirDeadly?
I am drinking this.
Dr. Pepper.
It's like my favorite soda, although soda is very bad for you and I don't really care, but it's like my favorite soda to drink. And I also have some water, and I do have one more thing I didn't tell Mo I had, which I probably won't be drinking it tonight, but we'll see.
Hi Meerkat, how's it going? Welcome to the stream.
I do have this.
Ooh.
It's Fireball liquor.
Oh god.
I bought it like a week ago, and I have not drinking it yet.
You should totally mix it with yes.
I don't want.
Hey, it's up to you. It's up to you.
I may just sip on it and then just drink more of the Dr. Pepper and just sip on the Fireball.
Dr. Pepper. Oh, everyone's loving the Dr. Pepper. See, you were worried, and everyone loves the Dr. Pepper.
Hey Meerkat, how are you tonight?
But yeah, for me, tea is tea. Dr. Pepper is not tea. But yeah, I do enjoy Dr. Pepper, but it's not my favorite. I like the Fanta Fruit Twist. I don't know if you guys have that over there. Yeah, I like that one, and I like Pepsi, I guess. But I don't know. I don't know what my favorite is.
I don't know. Pepsi is a bit strong. Well, Pepsi is a little bit strong to my taste, but it might be because I've been drinking Dr. Pepper like forever. But I'll drink I'll drink Pepsi before I drink Coke, and I don't really like Coke. I like mostly the Pepsi products because I love me some Sierra Mist. If it's the light sodas, I like Sierra Mist.
Sierra Mist.
And that's Sierra Mist.
I have no idea what that is. We do not have that over here. I tell you what, I did try when I came to America though. Root beer.
Karibo!
Cootie!
Hi,
how are you?
To you, my love.
Yes. Hearts to the cootie.
Yes.
But yeah, I tried root beer. It tastes.
Root beer?
Root beer. We don't have that.
Did you like?
Here. It tastes like crap. It was.
Really?
Oh my god! I do not like it. I do not like it. It tastes. Have you ever smelled Vicks Vapor Rub?
Yeah. You think it smells like that?
No, it tastes like that. You know when you
don't
when
know
you
how
smell it,
big paper
no, but when
tastes.
you smell it, you kind of get the sense of the taste. The taste buds tingle a
Yeah.
little bit.
Oh yeah.
And that's how it tasted to me, and I was like,
Well, I'm glad someone finally actually knows what I'm talking about when I say that, because a lot of people are like, no, I don't know shit about. Because you smell things and you get the taste in your mouth, and it's weird.
well, Dark Fox says Pepsi's sweet, Dr Pepper is spice.
I
And
don't
Coke
think
is
Dr. Pepper's
in between.
spice. I just think it's flavorful.
I don't know. I feel like that tastes like medicine
You
as
see,
well a little bit.
okay, Dot Fox, you see this 23 right here? That means 23 flavors. I don't know. I think I know what he means, though. I think when he means spice. So,
E-drinks
drink balls. E-drinks are
but
bad.
I love it. Okay, I've done
E-drinks?
I don't
What
know
are
what that
E-drinks?
is. I'm not 100% sure. I think energy drinks. Energy drinks. Yeah. I'm not really into energy drinks either.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. Energy drinks are like.
I can drink Red Bull once in a while.
I always thought energy drinks were the worst. The only thing I will touch now, I've had Red Bull before and it messed up my stomach. The only thing I will drink now, even close to energy drinks, are the Starbucks refreshers. They have like ginseng and all that stuff in it.
And stuff like that, yeah. But I mean, like for me, yeah, the only one I can really drink is Red Bull, and that's only if I really need it. I won't drink it. I mean, like people say some people drink it before football. I don't drink it before football because you're just burning off the energy drink. You're not burning.
No, you know someone died
stuff.
from drinking like 5 Red Bulls
Probably.
during a football practice, and their heart I think exploded or something,
What?
or it pumped. Yeah, it pumped. Either they pumped too much blood in it and it just exploded, or. But I know he died from it because he drank like 5 energy drinks, which it's not smart on his part, to be honest. But I hate to hear that he's, you know.
That's going way over the. Because
Yeah,
that's basically what it is water, sugar, and caffeine. Caffeine and some other random stuff to make it flavorful. What it is.
I was in the marching band at my high school, and and a lot of the kids come out there with like, because back when I was in high school, they decided they wanted to fill the drink machines all up with diet drinks instead of fruit drinks and regular drinks, which I was always told diet drinks are actually worse for you.
Wow.
Well, I wouldn't say worse, but they're no less good for you than regular sodas are. Put it that way.
Wow.
Because they have something. It's like they substitute one bad thing for another bad thing. If you know what I mean. Like they don't have sugar, but they have something else in it. But anyway, one day he finally said, if I see another band member with a diet soda or anything besides water out here, I will throw it away.
Because you see what it is diet sodas may not have any sugar in it, but they have a ton of sweetener in it. So that just it doesn't make any sense. It's probably worse for you.
Yeah.
You know?
That's what I was saying. I think
best.
they're worse. Because my mom actually made a big deal about it, because she thought she would rather have the regular soft drinks in the soda machines than the diet ones.
Yeah,
I even started bringing regular sodas in my water bottle.
Red Bull still didn't give Bullet Witch wings, which is false advertising. I think.
False advertising.
I jumped off a cliff and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna drink this Red Bull beforehand. I might be able to
Lord.
fly, you know, but evidently. The only thing that saved me was that net, and the wings didn't appear at all.
No, they didn't.
False advertising. Okay, so you've been a part of this community for a very long time, SirDeadly. Do you remember how you found Power Planeteers and me? And
I kind of love it because, okay, so I actually met Chickamungus when I first went into. Do you know who Miss Vixen is?
I do.
Lene? Yes.
Yeah.
You know, Chicky was a cadet of her Fragdolls.
Yeah, Fragdolls.
And Chicky only went into her stream a couple of times, and I followed her on Twitter.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't think she goes there anymore, to be honest. I hate to say. I don't think she may and lurk. But anyway, I met her through there, and I followed her on Twitter. All of a sudden, I start seeing these things pop up called Power Planeteers, and she would be the one tweeting. I'm like, is this a team? Is this like making? Is she making fun of like the Planeteers? Like they were just called the Planeteers, I believe, the cartoon.
Yeah.
So
yeah, something like
I just happened to click on it one day, and after the first stream, I instantly fell in love with the community.
Do you remember what your first stream was for Power Planeteers?
I don't remember.
You don't remember? Oh, okay.
No,
I'm guessing it may have been the White Noise one. I think you were there for that one. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah.
Well, actually, it might have been when Chiki first came back from her surgery. Because I remember her telling us about how there was nothing in one of there wasn't a kidney on one of her sides. It was like totally empty there. And I believe y'all started back doing the Power Planeteers after she finished and came back, because she was gone for like a long time. I would never see her and Linnea's stream or anything anymore.
So I mean, like,
pretty much how I started.
Wow, that's cool. That's cool. I feel like I've known you for such a long time, though.
Yeah.
I mean, like, well, it has been been a long. I think it's been almost 2 years, if anything.
Yeah.
That's when Power Planeteers started, you know. I think it was about this time last year. No. Actually, it was March, April, or something like that. But yeah, it's getting there. 2 years almost. And I was in Chiki's stream for a long time as well, so I probably met you there as well. So that's cool. I can't believe we've known each other for that long, you know. Yeah, I'm glad that you're in this community, and I think everyone in the community knows who you are. And you were planning to start streaming as well, right?
Yeah, I have streamed a couple times from my PS4. Some people have been in there. Annie from your stream was in the last one.
Nice.
Actually, I believe one time when I was trying to stream from the PC that I had before, Fred X, I think, rated me. It was pretty nice of him.
But Mr.
Sadly,
Crinkle, we are just talking. We're just talking. This is Tea Time with Mo. We just chill, we relax, and we just talk about stuff.
Hey, Mr. Crinkle. How are you tonight? Kind of going back and forth on things right now. I'm actually looking at Black Friday ads, as I was told there was $30 PlayStation 4 cameras on Black Friday, so I'm just skimming through these ads to see where I can find one. And hopefully next time I stream on my PS4, I have some face cam going.
Okay.
Which I see what y'all were talking about with the zoom, because your stream when you streamed from the PS4 last night, I believe, was so much better than it used to be, because it would be like right here. Now it's like pretty far out.
Okay. Hi, Lizzie Purple. Welcome to the stream.
Hi, Lizzie.
Yeah, that Fox remembers us from when we used to do the podcast, the audio podcast on R9cast. Yep, Bulletwood knows it as well. So I don't know if you ever listened to the podcast back in the days, but that was something that we did. It's something that we did, and it actually was a great stepping stone to what we became, you know. And it was actually really fun to do. They were really fun to do. But yeah, I mean, like, you've been here for so long, and you're streaming now. Everyone, go check out SirDeadly's stream. He's a cool guy. Cool. But yeah, I feel like we've known each other for so long. So how did you get into gaming?
I played a little bit here and there when I was a kid. We basically had a NES, you know, the Nintendo Entertainment System. I would play, you know, the Super Mario Brothers, all that, you know, stuff. I guess we also had a Sega, at one point. My first console ever was a Dreamcast, though. I loved my Dreamcast. I actually still have it.
Wow,
And my
okay.
favorite game to this day is Shenmue. I mean, I think that's Chicky's as well, but
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
for me, when I think of favorite games, I mean like memories of having fun on the old days when it would be just plain fun to game. I would play Shenmue, and then I actually had Sonic Adventure on that system too.
Wow.
That game was it's probably my second or third favorite.
Is that on
game.
the GameCube, right?
No,
Yeah.
on my second Dreamcast.
Oh, on your Dreamcast, okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, my friend had a Sonic Adventure on the Dreamcast. He absolutely destroyed that game. He was so good at it. I never got really into it. I have Sonic Adventures on my PlayStation 3, but I just haven't really got into it, you know. Hi, Beast Killer, by the way. Welcome to the stream.
Hey, Beast Killer.
Yeah,
Hello.
we're not playing anything today. It's just we just talk. We're just chilling for an hour, and we're just, you know, drinking some tea. It's tea time with Mo.
I'm drinking Dr. Pepper too, so.
Dr. Pepper.
I'm drinking. I'm OP right now. I'm drinking it straight out the bottle. Watch.
Whoa,
Watch me be. Watch me be. What do you call it? Watch
Classy.
me be.
Fancy.
Oh well, I was gonna go. Watch me be a rebel.
Oh, rebel. Oh, fine. That rebel. That rebellion. That rebellion. We're gonna
Tastes
rebel right
so good too.
now. But yeah,
Oh, do you know how to do straw polls on your channel?
I haven't a clue.
Does any of your mods know how to? Like Dotfox or Bullet Witch?
Don't think. I don't know.
I only ask
That's
because
them.
I want to see if people want me to be sipping on this tonight. I'm just out of curiosity. I'll be sitting like they'll be really, really tiny sips.
I don't know,
Really,
it's up to
really
you.
tiny.
Up to you guys. Drink water, Mo. No, tea is best. Tea is life. Okay, so we've gone through your gaming history. What are you playing right now?
Right now, I have Costume Quest 2. I'm still playing a little bit of Destiny. I'm actually starting to play Outlast.
Oh wow!
And
Okay.
I know I tend to not buy games at launch. So, I do have Borderlands 2 on PS3, but I haven't really played much of it. I do have I have the Resistance collection I need to finish.
By the way, I sold my Kingdom Hearts today, 1.5.
Really?
I sold it, yeah. Why? Because I'm getting the collector's edition of Kingdom Hearts 2.5,
Oh yeah.
and that one comes with 1.5. So, hell yeah! I
Yeah,
get all
Fox.
the stuffs. I get all the
It's
stuff.
where it's basically a voting poll is what it is. I mean, if you know how to, do you know how to make one?
that Fox
I mean,
buys the games.
It's only out of curiosity.
Resistance. Oh, such a good game. Such a good
Yeah, Bullet. I'm playing through the first one right now.
Wow, okay. That's
Sadly, like I have all three of them. I got some used collector just in that game.
cool.
I'm playing.
Dude, such a good game.
I'm playing through it right now, and I wish I could stream it, but unfortunately, I'm not finished with my streaming PC right now because I want to be able to stream from all my platforms and not just the ones that have the streaming app on it. So.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, like for me, I don't know what I was going to say. No, I love the Resistance. Resistance was one of those games I played on my own. I played it with a friend. I played the multiplayer. It was so good, so good. And I would definitely suggest you play through them. Oh yeah, the graphics are a little outdated, and you know what? But back in those days, the Resistance was actually really good graphically, you know. So it was. I don't know.
Sorry,
10 years ago, remember? It was 10 years ago. So the first one, that's for sure. Came out when PlayStation 3 actually came out. So.
And wasn't it a launch title?
It was a launch title, yeah. That is actually the first game that I ever played on the PS3. Resistance 1, yeah. Resistance 1.
Well, see, I remember when Resistance 3 came out. I downloaded the demo, and it was just like a short section, which was pretty fun. I actually liked it.
Wow. Okay.
So, I mean, I just kind of want to. I have all these games that I haven't played, and a lot of them were for PS3, and some of them were a lot of them were exclusive. So that's why I bought my PS3 for GameStop.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I mean, like most of the time, I trade in my games. I trade in my games, and I just buy new ones. You know, it's like today I got myself Grand Theft Auto 5. I got Grand Theft Auto 5, and I traded in Kingdom Hearts 1.5, and I traded in Monopoly Streets because I wasn't playing those two, and I'm gonna be getting the collector's edition as well. But then I obviously had some outstanding games that I sold, and I've got the voucher, so I didn't have to pay anything for this. These are all this came from only trade-ins.
I have Minecraft for PS4, Lizzie. I don't have my PC. Is not that. It's not that the technology is not. Well, my hardware in my PC can't handle the game. It can't handle any kind of game. Even when I play SimCity, it's pretty bad. Like it'll run it, but it has to run it at a very low resolution.
Wow. Okay. Bully asked us a question.
What do you like?
Yeah. What do you look for when you play a game? I don't know. For me, it has to have a good storyline. It has to have a good storyline, but you can only get the gist of the storyline if you have already played it. You don't know how good the storyline is until you played it. So you can't. I can't really say that's what I look for, but that's what I want in a game. What I guess I look for is interesting game mechanics. Not even that. Like graphically, it has to be good. There has to be something different.
Hey, Shimmy.
Hi, Shimmy. How
Shimmy,
you
shimmy,
doing?
shimmy,
Welcome
shimmy,
to the
shimmy,
stream. Yeah, so I think that's probably where I look for. It has to have something cool or something different, you know. Like I was looking at the Final Fantasy 15, and I saw these massive monsters, and you can drive a car, and this is completely new. Like the game mechanics are completely new for a Final Fantasy. That's why I'm so interested in it. Also, it's a Final Fantasy, but you know. What about you? What do you look for?
I do agree with that, Mo. For me, it's kind of a. I guess you could say double-edged sword because I want to look for new and different things to play. The reason why I say double-edged sword because every game, new games that come out now are basically going to be sequels or different renditions of games that have already been made. If you know what I mean. Like, for instance, Watch Dogs. I was so hyped for Watch Dogs until I started watching gameplay. It looks like a modern-day Assassin's Creed to me, with technology added in it.
Yeah, I mean, like
it's sad the way I look at these things, but I mean, I guess it's because I'm a picky gamer. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, but I think we're all picky gamers. At some point we are.
I guess we are very picky. We are picky. We pick out everything, every little thing. Even there's like a glitch or something like that, people will broadcast it and condemn the developers, and it makes it very pressure to be in that kind of industry. But it's very rewarding also, like when you get like high praise, like Journey, Last of Us, Little Big Planet. All those games got such high acclaim, you know. Even some got put into award categories, their own category or whatever, you know. And that's the thing, like I guess you have to look for these new features when you're looking for a game, you know, because it could have so easily been just first person shooter, and that's it. That would have been the end of it, you know. Oh, it's got another Call of Duty but with friggin' cows on the moon or some shit. I don't know. It's you know,
cows on the moon.
I don't know. This just came to my head. But
well, okay, let me
That's the thing.
Let me
like,
ask.
It has to be.
Can I ask you something real
Go
quick?
ahead. Go ahead.
Call of Duty, you have it, right? Advanced Warfare?
I do, yeah, I do.
What is your opinion about it? Is it... Because I heard it was different, like, the story and some of the guns and, you know, futuristic it is, but it's just another card game. Which, when someone says that to me, to me it sounds like it's the same thing over again.
Okay, so, what I love about Call of Duty is it's fast-paced. You can have one or two games without and then put it away if you want to, you know, and it'll sharpen your skills still. And also that it's actually fun to play, you know, like with people and friends. Except let's just throw Ghost out the window when I make that generalization.
Oh god, that Ghost.
But this one, I would say, is like it is a Call of Duty. You know, you can tell it's a Call of Duty because nothing else plays like the way Call of Duty does. You can compare it with Counter-Strike. You can compare it to Crysis. You can compare it to all these other games. But that pace, that feeling when you get to play that game, you feel it's a Call of Duty. This is a Call of Duty, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But they've added extra stuff. They've added that vertical play where you can jump over people, and you have to keep an eye on every corner and stuff like that. You know, people have become a lot better at the game. You know, yes, you still get those campers, but it's still you still get that initial Call of Duty feeling. It's a different feeling as you say you would play another FPS. You know, I say it's a good game. I thought it was a really good game. You know, Ghost wasn't a good game because it was very unbalanced. It was just boring. It
Ghost.
It was huge.
I'm sorry.
Maps were huge.
I'm gonna go ahead and say this, and I think most people will agree that. Okay, you know how Call of Duty sometimes it starts off really good, and later in its lifespan it gets terrible with hackers and campers and everything. Ghost was just bad out the gate. It was just bad at launch.
It was.
That's why I'm not afraid to say it's the worst Call of Duty yet to date.
It was a really bad Call of Duty. The campaign wasn't bad, but the multiplayer is what it
No,
was.
I'm actually still playing the campaign on my Wii U, which is on. I don't know how this is my Wii U is on when my screen is black.
Bullet Witch, please! Ghost is Bullet Witch's favorite game. Yeah, I think she's being sarcastic there. But no, I do enjoy. It's a fun game to play with people, that's for sure. And I would definitely suggest I would suggest that you rent it maybe before you buy it, see if you like it, because everyone has their preferences. Because I know a few people that love COD Ghosts. You know, no matter how big the maps were, and it took forever to find someone. This one is like a lot more fast paced, a lot more shootery.
Ghost actually seemed slower though for some reason. I think it was because the maps were so big. Here's my issue with Ghost. We were promised so many things in that game that we never got.
We did.
We were promised. I thought we were promised dedicated servers. I truly thought we were promised that. We never got it.
They always say that. They always say that. Same with the Halo. Same with any other shooter out there. It's like, ooh, we've got dedicated servers. But what does that mean?
Well, Ghost was the first one where they actually said that we will have dedicated servers, which we never got. I'm sorry. And that's the first issue I had with them. Second issue, those maps. They said that the maps were designed for what is it? 9. It was like 9 versus 9 or 8 versus 8 or something on the new consoles. Well, okay, the new consoles never got anything over 6 versus 6.
I think they just gave up. To be honest with you,
it was. It was. I don't know. It was just a bad. I have lost faith in Infinity Ward as a Call of Duty developer.
Because of the Infinity Ward, the actual people that made Infinity Ward, Infinity Ward anymore. That's the thing. They're not in Infinity Ward anymore. The people that made the Modern Warfare series, the first one and the second one, they didn't make the third one. They didn't make Ghost. You know, they left because of a whole lawsuit issue, and they all left. So
Oh, that is right.
yeah,
I forgot about that.
so the Infinity Ward that you see now isn't the Infinity Ward of the past. So what you're getting right now is not Infinity Ward's Ward.
Not technically
Yeah,
the original
it's not,
Infinity Ward.
yeah.
They Call of Duty. Well, I mean, still though, you would have thought they would have done a little bit better with that game. I mean, I'm just surprised, like we had it on like we did on Wednesday. I'm surprised that they let some of these games out the gate that bad.
Yeah. That Fox, I think the game that you were talking about with
What was the game that was supposed to have?
Yeah, it's supposed to have like destructible environments. Was that new Rainbow Six Siege? Rainbow Six
Well, I
Siege.
think we'll see now. Ghost was supposed to have more players
Destructible,
in the newer
yeah.
consoles.
Yeah.
In Xbox on PS4, they were supposed to have more than 6 versus 6 console and players in the multiplayer. The environments, yeah, they're not really like some maps you can change it, if per se. Like on one of them, I remember on one of the maps, it was called, I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, it's like you shot at a specific tree and it fell, and then you can walk up the tree instead of going around.
Yeah.
But it was only like one item. It wasn't really it wasn't
Basically,
destructible.
what they showed is what you got. There was nothing else they added.
No.
You know, they said destructible environments, but it was just what they showed. It was like, oh, you can blow up the petrol station, you know, and it would create a platform. But that was the only thing. That was the only thing.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's like don't sell it as destructible items when it's just like a cutscene time thing. You know, it's like, forget that, man. What's the point of it?
Oh, I don't. That Fox, you might be thinking of something else because I don't remember any of that in the trailer. So, but I mean, Ghost. What you're saying is similar to Ghost, is what they claimed. All that was supposed to happen, but never happened.
No, wait,
But I don't know. You might be talking about something else.
It may have been Rainbow Six Siege. I'm not sure. Did you? So would you call yourself like a Call of Duty fan then?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Call of Duty fan? Is that what you said?
Yes.
I mean, I was. I'm not gonna say I am now because I stopped playing Ghost a year ago.
Okay. Yeah, I stopped it.
I'm debating if I even want to play Advanced Warfare, to be honest.
I think you should. I don't know if you can rent it or not. Try renting it and see how it goes.
I wish the black box at my grocery store actually had games in it. I would rent it.
Wow.
I was thinking about renting it first.
Yeah, check it out, rent it out, and then see if you enjoy it. Because like I said, all Call of Duty players are different, and if you don't like it, then you don't like it. You know, it's just one of those things. I actually really enjoy it. I enjoy it because I don't know, it's fast paced, it's fun. It is. I do rage on it from time to time, but it's actually pretty fun to.
Bullet Witch has a question. So with that out of the way, I'm assuming she's talking about Ghosts. What games did you actually enjoy this year? Actually. What came out this year actually?
Last of Us Remastered. I enjoyed that.
I still want to give that a second chance. I have an open mind to give that a second chance.
Give it a second chance.
Because I didn't really like it. I thought it was boring the first time. But I'm willing to give it a second chance. You know?
The story is
and at least I'll play the multiplayer with you, man.
Yeah, that'll be cool. I gave mine. I let my cousin borrow mine, so it'll be a while. But there was Last of Us, and I liked Escape Plan. Actually, Escape Plan was pretty fun to play. Infamous was okay, wasn't great, I guess. There wasn't many games that came out this year that I think was so good that I couldn't stop playing it, you know?
I actually I don't really know what I got this year. Bayonetta, the Bayonetta 1 and 2 games I've been enjoying. I never really been into that. On Wednesday, I actually mentioned this. I haven't really been into those kind of games, but Bayonetta is pretty fun for me.
I do want to check out Bayonetta. I heard it's like one of the best action games ever, so I need to check that out. I do need to.
Now, are you talking about games that were released this year, or ones that you bought this year?
I guess it's released this year, so probably yeah. Transistor was really good. Oh, Transistor! Don't forget Transistor. Transistor was one of the.
I believe Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze came out this year. That was a pretty good game. My PS4 Destiny is it was fun and good at the beginning. It got kind of boring at the end. I am still playing it, but it is a little bit still boring.
It is very boring. I'm sorry, but it's boring. I got bored of it in the first hour. I'm sorry. Even though it was the first, I've done that mission so many times. I've done those missions.
Yeah,
so
that's
many
the thing. It wouldn't be as boring if they had like every couple of weeks they would update new missions or something.
Yeah, new story missions or something.
New story missions.
Yeah.
Like I know that's the point of the DLC, but it was getting a little bit repetitive and ridiculous there.
It's very repetitive. That game is super repetitive. I don't know. It just wasn't my cup of tea. I just.
Now I actually have some games that were released on like maybe handheld games or other platforms, like maybe a year ago, and then they just released on a console or something.
Okay.
But I enjoyed SteamWorld Dig this year. It was pretty fun.
Okay.
Guacamelee Super Turbo Championship Edition. These released on my Wii U, so
Wow. Okay.
and that was pretty fun. I actually thought there's a really interesting game I had bought called Master Reboot. I believe it's released on the PS3 or PS4, one of them. It was a very interesting game, put it that way, but it was a good game. It was a good game. Oh, by the way,
Yes.
Joel says he cannot watch because Twitch is being ridiculous.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, because Joel wanted to know what I was salty about. And I don't see, it said it won't load for him, so, and I was salty about that I cannot buy Super Smash Brothers right now because I don't have money to buy it with.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, SirDeadly.
And I'm pretty sure Super Smash Brothers would have been one of my favorite games this year.
When
if
did
I
that
had
come
bought
out?
It came out today.
Oh, okay.
It came out at midnight earlier today. So.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. When do you think you'll be able to get it?
I'll probably get it on Wednesday, my next paycheck.
Okay, that's cool. Well, we all know that you're a huge Nintendo fan. What is it about Nintendo?
Well, I am, but I do agree with a lot of people about Nintendo. I do agree that they should have had some games come out to begin with and stuff. Like, I agree with what everybody's already said.
Yeah.
But I still like them. I enjoy playing their games.
So what is it about Nintendo that really compels you to play them? Is it the fact that you've grown up with Nintendo, or is it just
that? But
characters?
that too. But a lot of their games versus third-party games are just more fun for me. They're just more fun.
Wow. Okay. So you like.
I enjoy them. I
those,
mean,
yeah, you like the
I like the story of a lot of the games. Like, my favorite
Like Mario?
series will always be Legend of Zelda. I know that seems cliche, but I'm sorry, but it is. The Legend of Zelda series has always been my favorite because it's a different story each time, regardless of what people say. They always come up with different ways to incorporate things in Zelda, so.
Okay. I mean, like, what is your favorite Legend of Zelda? If you were going to suggest a Legend of Zelda to me, which one would you say is the one that I should start off with? Maybe the best one?
Yeah. I would love. I mean, I would suggest one of my favorites, Wind Waker. Legend of Zelda Wind Waker is.
Did that come out for
probably
the 3DS?
that's probably in my top 3.
That wasn't that one that came out on the 3DS.
Foxy. No, that came out in the Wii U. It was originally a GameCube game. It's funny because when that first got announced, everybody at E3 that sat there and watched are like sitting there wondering what the hell am I watching, because it was Legend of Zelda, but it wasn't. It was like a very different style and everything.
Which one, Hyrule Warriors?
And then the Wind Waker.
Oh, okay, the Wind Waker. Okay.
And then when it got released, it got critically acclaimed and everybody loved it.
Yeah. It looks. You know what it was? I love the style, the art style of Wind Waker. Like it's something completely different. It looks different from all the other, all the other Legend of Zelda games. So you know, it's definitely something that I could probably get into, but I don't know if I can play on the 3DS or no.
No, well, I mean,
Honestly, take it out on like
3DS. The 3DS games are okay. I mean, they remade Ocarina of Time, and now they're remaking Majora's Mask, which I saw that coming from a mile away, to be honest. And then they made a brand new game. Now, I have a 3DS. I like it, but I'm just not much of a handheld fan.
Yeah, me either. Not anymore.
I'm just not. It's just.
I love the PSP. I did. I love the PSP. I did not like the PSP Go because I was tiny. But then I got the PS Vita, and after that, I just couldn't. I just couldn't. I can't play games on a small screen anymore. I don't think I can anyway. It's very hard for me to see.
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah. You can't see that. Well,
but it's the beautiful screen, but it wasn't. It was.
Yeah. It's just.
You see the thing.
I don't know.
You see the thing is. Go on.
Alright.
Go.
You want me to go ahead first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, my thing is, handhelds are for people who are constantly gaming even when they're not at home.
Yep.
I'm always at home, and if I ever go out, I'm going out to do things, to work, to hang out with friends, to go to my mom's, or something like that, but I don't want to game the whole time I'm out. That's just the way I see mobile gaming. That's my opinion on it, but I mean...
You see what it is for me? I mean, like, handhelds for me, like... Okay, so I can't play them on a plane, I can't play on a train, I can't play in a car. I rarely use it when I'm out on holiday. I take it with me, but I just don't use it. Why don't I use it? Because when I'm on holiday, I want to experience the holiday, not game. You know, when I'm in a train, I don't like the motion, and while I'm playing the game, you know, even in the plane, it's just the motion. I can't take it. It makes me feel sick. So I don't know. I don't think portable gaming is for me. You know, even the whole remote play on the PS4 and stuff on your PS Vita. I'm like, where am I gonna play? Where in the house? I'm not gonna play on the potty. You know. So
are you talking about the PlayStation TV?
PlayStation Vita. You could do remote play. Yeah. But then it's like my bed is right there. So if I wanted to play a game, I just have to come over here. So it doesn't, you know, it didn't make sense. True. You know, it didn't make sense. So yeah, I just have to scrap it. I was like, forget this. Just, you know.
Well, with my Wii U, I got no joy. I mean, I have the option to. That is nice. But I mean, it's same thing. If I'm going to do something, if I'm going to leave my house, I'm going to do something. Now I do understand if you're in a car ride to let's say take my trip for instance. I went to Disney World, and I went to Florida, which is like 6.5 hours. And I understand if you want a mobile gaming for that, but everything else, it's kind of, you know, just not really necessary for me. Oh, and Fox, have you read into the timeline that they have on the Legend of Zelda? Some of the games are actually linked.
I'm guessing they're linked in a way.
Like I know Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. Majora's Mask is a direct sequel from Ocarina of Time, if you watch and all that stuff. And which one? I believe Phantom Hour. It's either Spirit Tracks is. It's either Spirit Tracks or Phantom Hourglass is a direct sequel from Wind Waker. But everything else is just, you know.
Guys, check out what Nightbot is saying. We are raising money for Macular Degeneration Association. This is a charity stream. Macular degeneration is something that affects your eyes. It makes people go blind. I personally have something called Stargardt's disease, which is a part of the macular degeneration. Check out the charity link right there. Macular Degeneration Association. They educate people. They help people out. They, are trying to find a cure. They're trying to research for a cure. So make sure you definitely check that out. The link. If you can't donate, I understand.
Speedy.
Make sure you share the link as well. Hey, Scarlet
What's up, Speedy?
How are you doing today, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Yeah. So. Sorry, we were saying, I mean, like, I completely forgot what we were talking about. But yeah, Legend of Zelda, right?
Well, I was just telling Foxy that I noticed a couple of them are direct sequels from others, but the other ones you can just kind of just do whatever.
Do whatever you want.
There is an official timeline that Nintendo, the creator of Zelda, actually released.
Right.
Like, I mean, and I can understand the timeline, but when there in one of the games in Ocarina of Time, you time travel to the future and then back. And in the game, at the very end, Zelda. Well, I don't know if are you gonna play it, or you don't really care.
Well, I will be playing it at one point. Hopefully.
Something happens there, and it miss. Well, I mean, I'll let you.
I'll probably you could say. Let's just start off by saying spoilers, guys. So go ahead, say what you gotta say.
Yeah, this is a spoiler, and if it's okay with Mo, I was gonna tell him what happens. And
yeah.
I was just gonna explain this whole timeline theory that Foxy is talking about. There's a point in the game the end of the Ocarina of Time. He time travels to the future to help defeat Ganon. And hey Dragon Boss, how are you doing tonight? And at the very end, Zelda tells Link that he has to go back to his original time to actually live his life the way he was supposed to, but that leaves the future timeline that's where this whole timeline split happens, I think. So it's just a big jumble of mess that everybody's kind of like, a couple of people were trying to figure it out, and Nintendo did release an official one, and it's just like ridiculous.
Wow.
Although it would be interesting to see where they say that this new Zelda game comes in on the timeline.
It looks really good. The new Zelda does look really good.
They decided to go with the art style because when they were experimenting, when they released Wind Waker HD, they were experimenting which ones would look better in HD, and they said that the cell shading style was better because of the how well it aged, if you know what I mean, like how different it looked from SD to HD, and it just aged the best apparently.
Wow.
Something like that.
I would definitely have to play Wind Waker at some point.
Yeah, if you like the art style, you might like the game.
I don't know, if it comes out like on the Wii or Wii U or something, maybe I might think about picking it up. Right now on the DS or 3DS, I don't think I'll be able to play it.
Wind Waker HD is on the Wii U. That's what it was released on. Yeah.
Oh really? Okay.
That's what it's released on.
I thought it came out on DS.
No. Ocarina of Time, Ocarina of Time, and The Link Between Worlds are released on the 3DS, and now Majora's Mask is going to be released on the 3DS. Which I'm hoping that they're actually going to say, hey, we'll just port it to the Wii U, and that way everybody can play it.
So, you just recently got a PS4. How are you finding it? What is it about it?
I didn't get it that recent.
Well, it's been, a couple of months?
September. Yeah, 2 months. I mean, I guess you can say that recently.
That's recent.
I like it, I just don't have many games for it.
Okay, how about are you enjoying the features and stuff though?
I haven't really explored the features part of it. Like, what do you mean, like features?
Oh, the features like party chat, and then there's like you can
Party chat is a nice feature that they've added on this because you know Xbox
streams and stuff.
Xbox 360 had it, but PS3 I believe did not.
We didn't have it.
And then they added it to PS4, which I'm actually glad. And I'm very happy that they do have the streaming from the console, which it actually looks really good. It has no lag and everything. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool how they've actually put work into that app, if you know what I mean. Streaming, I mean, everything. I like it. I mean,
what about the controller, the Bullywop, which is?
I think it's a lot better than DualShock 3.
Oh yeah, I think
for at least for if you're playing shooters, this design is a lot better than PS3 because I know when I was playing Borderlands and Resistance, I had to switch back to my PS4 because it's a lot better for shooters.
It is.
I think the back analog sticks the curved back analog sticks are a lot better, and I think these are a little bit bigger or longer. The holding parts, if you want to call it.
Well, on my DualShock 3, I don't know if you can see it, but I actually got one of those triggers. I actually got like the whole kit for it. It's a bit messed up now, but it's got the triggers, so it makes it easier to shoot and stuff with these on the back of it.
What triggers are those?
These are from EA Sports grip. I don't know what it's called. It's a grip that the EA made, and you get the rubber for the actual hand parts. You get the something for the thumbsticks, and you get the triggers. So it's pretty cool. They're pretty cool. They're pretty sturdy, and they're nice. And
well, I know two companies that release like not really customizations, but you put them on there yourself. You don't really mess up your controller or anything. Squid Grips and Control Freaks.
Control Freaks, yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
Control Freaks are the analog sticks, and Squid Grips are where you add I think you add like rubber around the parts. It's like for sweaty hands kind of thing.
Yeah. It's cool. It's cool.
The gripping is a lot easier, but I don't have any of them. I actually won Control Freaks from Miss Vixen's channel, and apparently there's some issue, and I just never got them. And she's like, "That's it. I'm just ordering them from the website to your address."
Oh, did
I think
you get
she
them?
has a PO. I think she has a PO box. Well, I have Xbox. I won Xbox One ones.
Oh, okay.
Which I will put them to use eventually, but I just don't know when I'm going to get an Xbox One.
You can use it for your PC.
Do what?
You can use it for your PC.
What?
The Xbox One controller.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can use it for your PC. You just connect.
Can you do that for PS4? No, I have to get the controller anyway.
Yeah, you get it for the thing as well.
I could use it for my Wii U's. Actually, they fit my Wii U controller.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I could. No, I know people's use them for their.
So you just want the
Wii U controller.
Okay.
Well, I was actually going to give them to a friend, but I have not talked to him in a long time.
Okay.
I don't know where or how he's been doing. He hasn't showed up. He is actually part of the VG community. I haven't seen him or anything.
Okay.
I was going to give them to him since I wasn't planning on getting Xbox One for a while anyway.
Well, I don't know. I mean, like, so yeah, you were saying about the PS4. So you're enjoying it, right?
Yes.
That's good. I'm glad to hear that. I mean, like, we still need to game a little, but we've got Minecraft that we can game sometime soon.
Yeah. I mean, you can stick around on Destiny for a while if you want.
No, thank you.
It's the only game I have right now for that. I mean,
I do have the Destiny, but no.
I really wish Chicky would buy Battlefield Hardline, because I know I'll probably get it.
I'll probably get it as well.
But I know she won't.
Yeah, no, she probably won't touch it. But then again, I might convince her. Or...
Are you gonna buy it, Mo?
I will most likely buy it, yeah. But probably further along the line after it comes out.
Yeah, after some patches and stuff.
Yeah,
if it's a bad out the gate game.
I'll let you be the beta testers this time. Soon as I
Well,
was
I
a
mean,
beta tester
I
for
am
that
gonna wait for a
2004.
while too, just to see if it's alright.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, me too. Everyone's gonna be a little.
but if I do buy it ahead of time, I'll more likely play the campaign first before I touch multiplayer.
You see, that's the
still
thing.
like-
That even in Battlefield 4, the campaign was that bad. It was that bad that I didn't even play the. Usually, I play through all the campaigns. but
Really?
yeah, it was that bad. I just didn't. Play
Oh
it.
my gosh, Speedy! I wanted to get it so bad. I do not have money for it. I spent money on gas, a haircut, and groceries. All of that went. My whole paycheck went to all of that, and I have no money.
How,
for, like,
how much
literally-
is it over there? The post smash.
Probably $60, I think.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. It might be 50. It may be 50. Let me look on my gamepad real quick.
Well, guys, we are coming to an end of the stream.
Oh, already?
Yeah, already. We only do an hour stream. But
I
yeah,
didn't-
guys. Make sure you check out SirDeadly. Make sure you follow him on Twitter. And do you want to post your Twitter and post your Twitch in the chat?
I can.
Yes. Check him out. He's a very, very cool guy, as you just seen. I really appreciate you coming by. I really appreciate you being part of.
Well, I'm glad
me.
you asked me to come.
Of course, you were always on the list.
Oh.
Yeah. I really appreciate you guys stopping by. Don't forget to check out the charity, guys. I will post the link right here. There you go. But yeah, it was really fun. It was really, really fun. I hope you enjoyed yourself, SirDeadly.
I did.
Glad to hear.
It was very relaxing.
Yay!
tonight.
That's good. I'm glad to hear it, especially if you were salty earlier. I told you tea time with Mo will help. Tea time
Salty
will-
because I get that game.
You'll get it eventually. Don't worry.
I do want to get. I want to get Watch Dogs too, but I can't afford that one
Watch
either.
Doges, okay, that's cool.
But
I was thinking about getting
Smash
it
Brothers,
today, yeah.
Smash Bros. Before Watch Dogs.
I was thinking about getting it today, but I went with Grand Theft Auto instead.
I thought you already had it.
With Grand Theft Auto 5?
No,
Watch Dogs?
Watch Dogs.
No, I don't have that yet. Yeah. But yeah, thank you all for coming, and we will see you later.
Good night,
Bye,
everybody. Bye, Bullet
guys.
Witch. I shall see y'all later. Whenever.